Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Phin Security full platform demo. My name is Andrew, and I'm a Senior Partner Experience Specialist here at Phin Security, and I'm happy to show you everything related to the Phin platform. So everything from adding users, allow listing, campaigns, reporting, end user experience, all that stuff, and everything in between. We will go over today. As you are discovering more about Phin, whether it's watching this video or in a free trial, feel free to reach out to us and let us know if you have any questions or if we can help in any way. We're always happy to help and answer some of those questions that you have. So let's get into my kind of demo experience. So you can see here, this is essentially the partner homepage of Phin, of one of the companies that I have here in Phin in my kind of test account. So Phin by design is MSP focused and MSP friendly. So that's where most of our partners lie, is in the MSP realm. And so it's a really easy process where you can come in and add multiple companies and have this kind of multi-tenant view, kind of see some high-level stats of users that are active, enrolled campaigns, and manage them that way. You can also add administrators, view those here, anyone who needs to be an admin in the Phin platform. Also a part of this partner home, which is relatively new, this content section. So you can actually come in here and preview all of the content that we have, especially as you're evaluating Phin. This is very useful. You can come in here and see all of the phishing templates that we have. You can actually come into any one of them, and if I preview them, you can see what they look like. Different examples, based on different scenarios. We've also got branded templates as well to different companies, Microsoft, Slack, things like that. This is another one as well, and you can see these. We actually have injected fields as a part of our phishing templates where we can actually pull the user's first name, their email address, the company they work for, other details about the user directly into the email to make it feel more personalized, to essentially simulate exactly what is happening out there in the wild, what the bad guys are doing. So you can see an example of that if you click Show Mock User Data, see an example of our phishing template with those injected fields as well. So a really nice way to kind of preview a lot of that. We're always adding in-house phishing templates to our overall library, and we're always adding training content as well. We curate from 6 different providers. You can see some of those listed here, and you can actually preview any of these right from the source. So I can actually come down here and preview, any one of these that I want to, and it will go through, the entire video and the assessment as well. And so the nice thing about our platform, our content, actually 90% of our training is 5 minutes or less, followed by a couple of questions. Keep it short, to the point, simple, and something that users can take and actually apply to their everyday, rather than a longer, drawn out, 20 to 40 minute type of video. So really nice that we can give users more time back in their day from that aspect of it. So all right, the first thing that I typically do in any company is add branding. So the cool thing is with Phin, if you have one logo that you want it to be branded to, this SAT program, you can add it right here, and it automatically adopts down to be the default logo for all of the companies that you have in Phin. You can also override that logo to be a custom logo for an individual client as well. If you want it to be their logo, a custom one, co-managed, whatever that is. So it appears on things like training assignment emails when the users assign training via their email. When the user's in the training and in the LMS, they can see the logo as well. It also appears on things like welcome email, which is what you can see here, which kind of just introduces the topic of security awareness training, kind of sets those expectations to the user that they need to complete security awareness training. And these can also be enabled to send automatically to new users coming in as well. So this is just another area that it's branded to, and this is a way that you can essentially fully white label the solution as well. So if I wanted to come in and add a company, I will walk everyone through that process real quick. So I will do a test 1, 2, 3 company. Here's just one option where you can override that partner logo here at the company. There's also an option later at the branding page within the company as well. But I can continue and come right into a blank canvas of a new company. So the first area I like to start with is always with integrations. So if I wanted to automatically sync my users, we have 2 options for that. If they're hosted in Microsoft Azure, we can connect this, Google Workspace this, and I'll be showing experience for both today. So all you would do is need to make the connection as a global admin. So if I'm a global admin for this company, all I would do is continue to Microsoft, sign in as that global admin. And I would come into this sign in, review the permissions. We need to be able to access the user's first name, last name, email, so be able to review those. And then it would go through this authorization and consent process. Basically, what will happen is it will come into a staging environment where you can first select any groups that you'd like to be brought over into Phin. If you select a group, only users from that group will be brought in rather than every active user, which is also an option as well. How it works too is it syncs automatically every 6 hours. So any changes you make in Microsoft Azure, whether it's changing a person's name, deleting them, will automatically get that information in a 6-hour time window, and you can manually sync it as well if you choose to. So here are some of the groups that were found as a part of this test environment that we have here as part of the test sync. Again, if I only wanted to sync the taco group, it would only sync users from that group and the taco group into it. No other users would be added. So kind of a nice way, to kind of maintain your user base that way. So if I wanted to bring in every active licensed user and kind of manage shared mailboxes individually by making them inactive or sleeping them, I can do that by skipping this step. And it will bring me into the staging environment where it will show me every active licensed user that it found. And like I said, you have the option to individually sleep or make inactive shared mailboxes or just users you don't want to receive training. So these are all the users that were found. If I wanted to sleep them, make them inactive, I can do so just by pressing the sleep icon. So if I wanted to, sleep Josh, let's just say, I would do that, and then I can commit the sync. And then committing the sync will bring the users into Phin, and it will show you kind of like a summary page of those syncing windows, like I mentioned. So really nice that you only have to really manage your Azure environment, and then we see those changes on a one-way sync, every 6 hours. So no sync errors, we are good. So if I come to the user management section of Phin, they are all in, and you can see all of them here. Let me make more rows, and you can see the slept user, Josh, that I had. They're slept inactive. They won't be receiving phishing emails. They won't be receiving training emails, and they won't be counted as a billable user as long as they're slept. So great way to, kind of bring in those shared mailboxes, but make them inactive. So, and then you also have that option to sleep users at any point in this user management portal as well, in this page. So you could come in here, and if I wanted to sleep Dan, I can come into the sleep users tab, this bed icon, sleep them. You can also do the inverse action, wake them up with the sunshine icon. So very easy as well. You can also manually send them that welcome email that I mentioned earlier, doing it this way. I'll show you later on as well where you can do it automatically too. It also shows the sync source. So we also have not only a Microsoft Azure sync integration, we also have one for Google User Sync. So actually, let me go ahead and remove that sync, and I will walk through the experience of Google User Sync. So I'm going to delete all of these users real fast, and then come to Google User Sync, and we're going to go through it this way. So we're going to do Phin test, and I believe I have to enter my test password here. Okay, so we are going to select all and continue. Those are those permissions. And it is loading into the stage environment as well. So same kind of concept for Google Workspace, User Sync. However, a couple of differences here. You can initially select the groups, and then users from that group are brought in. Of course, there's none in that group. So let me find one that maybe has some users. Yep, so 3 users as a part of this group. You can also do it by organizational unit as well. So if you already have a set list of users in an organizational unit, we can actually bring in just those users as a part of that unit. And it's also multi-select, so you can select, a few and do it that way. So pretty nice that, you have the option to have a few that come in all at the same time. So if you just want every active user to be brought in, you can do the root, which I'm going to do for this example. And that, when I enable it, will sync all active users. So all users will sync successfully. And once it loads here as the last sync, it will show me that. Awesome. And it was synced, and I can go to the users section and see all of them. This time, the source is Google Workspace that you can see here. So same kind of thing. And then after the fact, again, you can always sleep those users as well. So super easy to manage those users that way and make sure that they're able to be brought in a pretty timeless fashion, especially if you have a lot of companies that need SAT. So moving on from users, again, that is two of our really useful integrations that we have, the Azure and Google Sync. We also have the option for a couple of integrations for allow listings. So there's really three main options to make sure that malicious looking phishing simulations get to the end users. One is manually putting in our IPs and domains into like an admin center. You can also do one of these two integrations as well. So automated allow listing, this will essentially do that for you, where it's automatically putting those IPs and domains in, to allow that traffic from those IPs and domains. All you would do is need to really just make the connection. And then after a few minutes, after that loads, it will be connected. The other option that we have, and that can run in the background, the other option that we have is the Microsoft Graph API mail delivery. And so the Graph API is a really great tool if you want to directly inject an email into the user's inbox. So it doesn't quite do the same thing that allow listing does, but it's the same kind of concept where it's just directly putting that email, bypassing SMTP and also third-party mail filtering tools like Avanan, Proofpoint, Mimecast, but just putting it directly in the user's inbox. So same kind of connection. You can come in, just continue to Microsoft, and it will basically just be the same process. Request the permissions, and you can go ahead and see that it'll authenticate, authorize, and then actually once it's connected, you can test it to see if anything's flagging it. Every once in a while, Microsoft, there are some alarms going off when an email is just produced in the user's inbox, but a vast majority of the time, there's no other setup for making sure that those users get those emails. It's all done with the Graph API. So no other allow listing process. So this is connected. This is where you can test it, see who it's from, and then the email address as well. So very nice tool that probably the majority of our partners choose to take advantage of. All right, so those are the integrations for the user sync. We went over Graph API and allow listing, kind of accomplishing the same thing there. The last integration that we have is the report a phish feature. And so I can show you that by going to Microsoft, making the connection. And I will go ahead and sign in here again, review the permissions, same kind of connection process there. And then again, an authorization and consent process as well for the report phishing button. So really nice tool, custom app that you can basically install into the Microsoft Admin Center that users can use to report emails as phishing. If it's a Phin phishing email, they'll get a congratulations icon or GIF congratulating them for finding a phishing email or phishing simulation. If it's a non-Phin email, there are a couple ways to triage it. So now that it's connected, you can configure some of these triaging settings. So you can send it directly to an email address for forwarding. Some people like to set up a workflow where that creates a ticket based on emails going to that address. You also have a Microsoft Defender integration where you can actually have some of those emails, non-Phin emails that are reported with that button, go directly into the submissions page. With Microsoft Defender, you can also have it submit for analysis as well. The other option is with a PSA connection integration that we have for ConnectWise, and those can go directly to the ConnectWise service desk as well. But for this demonstration, we're just going to finish up setting up the report a phish feature. So if I wanted this to go to one of these places, all I would do is put in the email address for either one. The Outlook customizations move the non-Phin emails out of the user's inbox and into either junk or deleted. And then all you would do is download this manifest file and then actually upload it here in the admin center. So all I would do to do that is go to settings, and then I would go to integrated apps and then upload custom apps, select the app type as Office add-in, upload the manifest file, and then you would just deploy it. I'm actually not going to do that because I've already done it for this example. So, but very straightforward. And like I said, all of that we have as documentation in our knowledge base. So that is the process of the report a phish integration. So all integrations have been connected, and we are good to continue moving on. So at this point, the logical next step is to add campaigns. We have users, we have a way for those emails to get to the users. We have a custom add-in button for report a phishing. And so now it's a matter of creating continuously running phishing and training campaigns. So super easy to do with any company. All you would do is on the homepage, click the continuous campaign creator, and then you would click any of these following fields that apply to bring in some of those more firm requirements like HIPAA, PCI, GDPR. So if I select any of those, that will actually populate the content based on that, so that I can ensure I'm getting some of those requirements as well. So I'm just going to include all of them just to show you what that looks like. And based off the answers, that includes that content for training as well as for phishing as well. So now I can schedule them, and I'm actually scheduling them separately, even though I'm creating them together. So this one's for training. The default is always going to be the next day delivery. And then the default cadence is once a month on the first Monday of every month. And so, you can set that to be whatever date you want. And based on those dates, that will adjust the next fire times based on your cadence that you have. So some people like to do the third Thursday of the month, or whatever it is. And so you have that option with Phin. The next is going to be scheduling phishing. So same kind of concept. So you can set the first send date, a regular cadence, and then the phishing sending window as well. So a little bit different with phishing emails. With training, we're not trying to fool anyone. It's going to go out on the exact date and time. With phishing, we want to make it authentic as possible. And so you can set a phishing sending window for as many as 7 days or as few as 3 days. And this will send different phishes to different users at different times. So making it authentic, people can't get a phishing email from Phin and say, this is a phish, click on it. Not everyone's going to get that same email at the same time. It's going to be more authentic like it would be in the real world. So you can also see the next fire times based on your cadence. And then this looks a little bit different because it's sent out over that 3-day phishing window as well. All right, so then you can get to the review page, make sure that everything looks good. You have your content selected based on those questions. You have the assignment dates, the calendar view. All you would have to do from here is launch, and you have campaigns. And so technically at this point, you have everything you need for security awareness training. You have users added, a way for emails to get to the users, a way for users to report on those phishing emails, and you also have content for both phishing and training going out actually tomorrow. So you can see that calendar view here and see when those are going out. But essentially you have everything you need. Obviously there's a lot more customization that you can do with Phin. And so now I'm going to take you through a couple of other campaign types and just kind of quickly gloss over those. So if I come to the training dashboard, you can see this training campaign that I actually just created. So that's that tile there. I can see the details of that. So I can see the cadence that I set, the next assignment based on that cadence, who's a part of the audience, and I'll kind of show you how you can filter the audience a little bit later on as well. And then I'll show you, and then you can see future courses as well. Obviously, we haven't had any launch courses, but you can see the future ones based on those topics that were selected. You can come in and actually preview any of them to see what they look like and see what you like before they actually go out. And so, like I said, 90% of them are 5 minutes or less, followed by an assessment. So also and you can do the same thing for phishing as well, but for training, if I wanted to individually select the pieces of content, I could do that as well with a fixed length campaign. And so I could do that by coming to the curriculum. We've got several pre-built curriculums that apply to different use cases, multi-language. They can select videos that are a different language, Spanish, French, and you can also select templates or topics, I guess, for different teams. So for finance teams, we've got some for human resources, for executives. So really a lot of different scenarios that are already pre-built that you can actually just plug and play for these individual courses. So some people like to supplement their continuous campaigns with more detailed ones if they want to. And you can also do it individually as well. So you can also come in and individually select courses. These are all of our courses. I can come in and if I like, these 3, I can select them, and only those 3 will go out as a part of the training campaign. So again, lots of options. And then backing up, let me go ahead and edit this. You can edit the campaigns that are already live at any time. The default audience is always going to be full company. You also have the option to change that. So you can actually do it by a department, a manager, or a group. So if you did the Azure Sync and they have the department field filled out in their user profile, like there are, several people are part of the finance department, you can actually make that a group campaign and bring those in. And only users from that group will be a part of that department and part of the Azure sync. So you can also do it for a shared manager. So if people have the same manager and share that, you can do it based on that, or you can do it by an Azure group as well. So anyone a part of, let's just say this testing group, obviously, of course, no one's in that one, but you get the idea is that users that are part of those groups will automatically be brought in as a part of a dynamic audience builder. So, all right, that really covers most of campaigns for training. And then phishing, again, kind of same concept. The cool thing with phishing is you can actually go ahead and I'll kind of show you what this looks like. You can actually select multiple templates if you wanted to do this individually. So if I like, again, these templates and I want only those templates to go out, you can actually share this preset with your other companies that are in Phin as well. So if you save this and share it as a preset, it will also be available in your other companies as well, like here, as you can see. So I've shared a couple of others across all my other partners. So these are ones that I've shared, and I can actually launch right from here. If you have a very specific phishing campaign that you want to launch and want to make it multi-tenant, this is really the easiest way to do so. So that's always an option that you have. All right, and then moving right along, I'll kind of quickly cover this policy section. So this is a policy distribution tool that we have where you can upload any PDF document. If it can be SAT related or not, acceptable use, anything. Upload it and then make it active, and you can distribute it the same way we distribute training through our LMS to the users. So they can receive the policy in their email and then open it, be taken to our LMS, and then review the policy, acknowledge, and then you can actually see the analytics of who has acknowledged and who has not. It's not DocuSign, it's not an agreement, it's just an acknowledgement of that PDF document. So that's a nice feature that many of our partners take advantage of. We went over users and then also reports as well. So let me actually change gears to one of my other companies that I have. So if I go to reports, this is an option that you have for users to automatically send PDF reports to stakeholders. So if you are an admin, you have access to our live analytics dashboards, which look a little bit like this, that you can sort by course view, individual user views, see what the users are doing related to training. You can also see the same thing for phishing analytics as well. So see individually the users, how many times they've been sent a phishing email, how many times they've clicked on those emails, how many times they've reported them with our button, learning moments completed, which I'll go through kind of at the end. And then you can also see total number of clicks as well. So if you're an admin, you can see the stuff in real time, compare it month over month. Obviously, most of our partners have stakeholders that are not admins and do not need to be admins. So this report feature is a way to streamline an automated report to any of those stakeholders. So you can monthly stakeholders and weekly stakeholders that can be separate from each other. You would include some optional fields. I always recommend these first two, historical data table and users to watch, which show any users that have either clicked on a phishing email in that time or not completed their training, and kind of highlight those users. And then all you would do is add your report recipients. And then at this point, you have reports that are live. So obviously I'm a report recipient on this one. You can also see a history table with everything that's been generated from these regular occurring reports. And also you can generate one ad hoc as well. So if a client's like, I need a report right now, you can generate one with those same settings. Click generate, and then not only appears in this history table, but it will go directly to the client as well. So super nice that you have the option to set this up, and really everything. And then set up your users with the sync, set up allow listing, campaigns, and reporting. And really, once all that's done, you really don't have to come in and babysit the dashboard and ensure that things are working properly. They're automated on a continuous basis. So that's a really nice aspect of Phin. Kind of last step actually is branding here actually at the company level. So this is where you can override that partner level logo if I wanted to right here. And this is also where you can enable welcome emails to send automatically to new users joining. So probably lots of steps when a new employee joins a company for you as the managed service provider or administrator, whatever role that you have. This is one last step where if you turn this on, this will automatically send them that welcome email, set those expectations. And we find that with this welcome email, users typically have a lot more buy-in to actually complete trainings when they have this welcome email and kind of know what to expect from the program. So this is just another option that you have. All right, so we have gone through a lot of the platform. So super easy to set up and get started. Launch campaigns, see what those campaigns are doing with analytics and reporting. Kind of the last thing that we also have is we also have partner level integrations. So ConnectWise integrations, you can automatically map your clients in ConnectWise billing and map them here. And then we can automatically push those numbers once a month to the ConnectWise billing platform. And then you can also do the same thing, make the connection for the service desk feature of ConnectWise so that those non-Phin fish emails that get reported from our integration, the report a fish button, can go directly to that service desk, kind of like I mentioned with Microsoft Defender as well. So really nice tools. And then we also have third-party integrations as well that you can take advantage of. So that is really a lot of it. As you're going through the trial, like I mentioned earlier, feel free to let me know if you have any questions. Before we wrap up here, we're going to go through the end user experience as well, kind of show you what they would experience. So this is a sample phishing email that I sent myself. So it has, some injected fields. Obviously, like it populated my first name there. And so if I was a user and I thought, I needed to confirm my email, I can click this confirm email button. And so Phin's kind of whole thing is education in real time. So that the user can in real time learn exactly what they could have done differently by avoid clicking on that link in the email. So this is an example of that, and it's all custom to the different templates that we have. So you can see, kind of some of the tips. It's things like check the sending domain, hover over links, to see where they take you before you click them. All of those things are super beneficial for, being able to have that education. And then once you click done as a part of this learning moment, that actually registers in their analytics and reporting that this has been completed. So a super nice way to see that and kind of learn in real time rather than being assigned a training video kind of as a punishment. Usually the action is not related to the video that you're being sent as well. So this is a really nice way in real time in your inbox to learn. And then this is essentially what the training reminders look like as well. And the assignment emails look very similar. Just notifying the person that they have a training. This brings in the company logo that I mentioned as well. You can click to view, and users will automatically be brought in based on that unique link. And they will automatically receive training reminders and notifications if they have any incomplete or outstanding training. So kind of nice that you don't have to constantly let them know. We do that for you. And so you can see these are all the training assignments that the user is assigned. So you can just come in and take that, and it's 5 minutes. And then this is everything that the user has completed, and just all of it as well. So pretty straightforward. We want to make it as easy as possible for users to get in and complete training and not have to create an account or remember another password. This is really the easiest way that we found. So that is really the end user experience. And like I said, as you're going through the trial, if you do have any questions, you can always come to, I'll move myself real fast, help and documentation in the bottom left here. And that will actually take you to our knowledge base where we have a ton of guides basically to be able to do everything in our platform, to be able to set up training campaigns, phishing campaigns, add users, integration questions, FAQs, things like that. And we also have lots of marketing material, enablement docs, documents for your end users to be able to help you to invest in SAT and help you sell Phin, right? So all of that's available in our public knowledge base as well. So feel free to take advantage of that. But that is really it. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching. I really appreciate it. Like I said, my name is Andrew. As you're going through your free trial or you're exploring Phin more, please reach out to myself, any other team members if you have any questions. My email is andrew@phinsecurity.com, and we're always happy to help. Awesome. Well, thank you so much, everyone, and have a good rest of your day.